Hello, hello, hello! I am Kasasagi Usagi, and I am here with more um, Pillars of Eternity. I've swapped out my party, and I've put away the people that have already completed their side quests. I've actually unlocked his side quest. Um, I sort of buzzed through his dialogue really quickly, and he started talking about cloacas, voiced, and it's best that we moved along, and that we missed all of that. But it was a lot. It was a lot for me to listen to all on my own. So I'm just making sure that they're up to snuff, and then it's gonna be side quests. I think today I can probably knock out most of them, and we will do main story when we return. You're kind of a spellcasty boy, right? You have just not had anything, huh? Hello, hello. I actually think I'm gonna give you. You're fine. Ooh. Very exciting. Speed. There's my boy, all set up. And I need to stop using a hammer, I think. I actually don't have any weapon equipped. Good, good, good. Love that for me in particular. Oh, that's right, because I lost my, shit. You can have this. There we go. Now we should be all good.
Yes.
You had your chance.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Ooh, they still hit quite hard, but we should be alright. Nani? This man didn't even have a chance to recover.
Oh.
Maybe we'll be fine. Bubbles rise from the depths of the murky, sludgy stew. The few bones in the pot have been picked clean, and they float amidst swirling gobbles of grease.
Certainly.
Things got unfortunately wild. You guys need to actually come back.
Let's
Hello, hello! Do you want to do something, my dear?
I wish you...
That went very bad so very quickly. I could not get Aloth to cast any spells, which is not helping the situation. There we go. Can you do it, Aloth? Can you do it all by yourself? I'm still up, baby. We did it!
Yes.
Gobbles of Grease is a great band name. So, I came in here.
Your thoughts must flow deeply
They
indeed.
do. I came in here woefully
Yes.
unprepared because I don't have any campfires, and I need me some campfires, so we'll be right back. Everyone has some boo-boos anyway. Let's just go back to Cadnua so fast. We'll get ourselves all sorted out.
Better indeed.
Who can I buy shit from? Chapel, courier offices. I think maybe the craft hall? I can't remember.
Hail and well met.
Dang it. You don't have it, but that's okay. Hum, 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 hum. Somebody's gotta have it. I can always just go to Defiance Bay. That's no big deal.
Looks a little...
I have fully completed this keep, and every time we walk in here, they're like, oh, it's a little bit better. It's a much better. You absolute clowns.
Hello.
Dang it. You don't have what I need either. Surely buying these things is not a one-time situation. Surely my stores get restocked.
Certainly.
Surely.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Please.
Hello.
Please have campfires. So that's how it's gonna be, is it? So that's how it's gonna be. What's the point in rebuilding all these stores?
Better indeed.
Ugh. Ugh, I say. We'll just go to Brackenberry. Surely campfires are not a limited resource. That would be I would have been more careful. Howdy, howdy. How are you today? Oh, I hope it is fun. I really enjoy it.
Hail, traveler.
Show me your menu. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good enough.
How do you do?
Let me see rooms. That's good. I am pretty good. I'm feeling a little tired, but that is not new. That is in fact the norm. I should change my name to feeling a little tired. Good job, everybody. Now let's go die in that place. We beat the darkest dungeon today, so I actually am feeling quite great. Beat the darky dungeon. Okay, I'm back here. I think that's something to be proud of. That game is crazy hard. I think this dungeon wasn't so dark after all. I think the saddest part about Darkest Dungeon is that all of our all the chat names died. And I feel so bad about that. Solaire did live, though. A body lies beneath the blood-soaked shroud. It reeks of rot and of infection. I will take the clothing off your backs, though. Thank you. Ruh-roh. Oh, that's a big ruh-roh.
Attack! Join arms!
Wait. They've been talking about it for so long. Okay. So here's my guesses. It's gonna be like Silent Hill. I have to stop everything. It's gonna be like Silent Hill, or no, I'm sorry, Stranger Things, where it's two survivors and one killer. It's gonna be Leon and Jill, obviously. And I want the villain, I want the killer, and I want the killer to be Wesker. I get it. Nemesis, fine. It's gotta be Wesker. I love Wesker. So here's the thing. It's not that I want Jill over Claire. It's not that I want Jill over Claire. I just know that they're gonna do Jill because Jill's more... And Jill is more recognizable, playable, memeable than Claire. That's the only reason why I say Jill over Claire. Yes, we love Wesker. I love that man. Jesus, Beezus.
Damn it!
I do agree that I understand that people fucking love Nemesis, and I get it. I do get it. I do not think he would be an overly good killer. I just think everything that he does, we have a killer that already does it. I'm gonna die because I got so distracted by it. I got so distracted. I stopped everything to think about. Leon is a definite. I don't see them not doing Leon. The girl is a bit up in the air. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Leon. Oh, and I want Wesker so bad. Nemesis is technically a rabbit. Technically.
Oh.
Alright, we're gonna go this way instead. Hello. We are having some problems here. Like, huge, insane problems.
They both.
Hmm.
Let's burn this away. Here's a.
We also have man with many knives.
A voice falls silent.
So,
Oh.
Wesker can do a lot of cool things. And I think if they utilize a lot of his bullshit powers, like, he would be, if they could do something cool with his teleporting abilities. Well, he's not teleporting. He's just super fast, but you would make it like a teleport ability. First of all, take away Freddy's teleporting ability and give it to my man Wesker. Freddy doesn't need to be teleporting. Freddy does way too much. And I think we should put a stop to Freddy. Once and for all. And I'm cocking my gun as I speak. Oh my god. Yeah. My wizard's dead because this all sort of did what it needed not to do. Ugh.
Just like an adherent, we go down fast.
Oh, why?
None shall.
It's gonna be casting crazy amounts of spells.
Death comes for you. Yeah? I'll let Margaret.
Oh! Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you!
None shall stop us. Try something else.
What's going on with these clowns?
That didn't work. Need to try something else. Yeah? Lavaru, beyond sea!
It's been an actual nightmare.
Spot on.
Nope.
Yes.
Dumb drawn out battle. I know, it's super stupid. She's probably not gonna make it. Oh, she might.
Spot on.
No, she's not gonna make it. You gotta run. You gotta run. Maybe everyone will revive if you run. Yeah, that's fine. No, it's fine. It's really buck wild in here. I wish I could pull them in smaller groups. But then, like, everyone just descends upon me. We'll try again. That's all we can do.
Yes.
Just go a little bit over here. I actually need you
Hey.
to be better.
All right then.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the problem from last time. They just... Oh, shit. Yeah, hold on. Let's try that again. It's because people come from the top and attack my range, and there's no way for me to get back to them. And then they lose endurance so fast. Aloth loses a crazy amount of endurance the moment he gets hit.
Oh.
Okay. I need to probably... Yeah, okay. And then a deer. We need to
Hey.
take care of that.
Your thought. I... Your thoughts.
Hey.
Yeah. I don't know if I should be doing this just yet. It feels insanely... Yeah, I went somewhere else to try and stop some of the collapsing, and it's still not working out.
Yes. Aye.
But it should be better. Oh, that worked out
Yes.
better. Okay.
Oh.
What's my team looking like? Oh, that is part of the problem, undoubtedly. Okay. I can't believe you've done this, Yak.
Death!
I'm taking a sippy. Thank you, thank you.
Comes for you.
I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, that's just what Zath was saying.
That's it.
I am hoping for Wesker. I'm hoping for Wesker so very much. I just want Wesker.
Yeah, I'll choose.
I just don't want Nemesis. I think Nemesis would be boring. I'm worried they're going to do Nemesis because it's Nemesis.
Certainly.
Oh, I want Leon though.
Hmm?
God, it probably would be Chris. I really want
Oh.
Leon though. I will not stand for the commentary that Zath is doing. You're about to get banned.
Certainly.
I can't stop talking. You find yourselves back in the space inside the grieving mother's mind. It is a familiar point this time, and even though you feel you have seen countless births from this vantage point, something fills you with unease. The sky has darkened, and the mist has risen from the forest to hem you in. You are trapped. You hear something. The sound is strange, dissonant, like warping metal. You grit your teeth against the noise, and yet it rises. The eerie melody drives the numbness from your limbs and clears the space in the midst. The noise resolves into a dull tone. As it resounds through your bones, you see that your hands are in motion. And once again you are drawing forth life, something warm and fragile, struggling into the world. The scene feels familiar, a moment you have lived and dreamed 1,000 times before, and yet something ominous gnaws at the edges. The woman should be in pain, the natural pain of childbirth. You know this, but it is faint, distant, and you realize that you are soothing the pain with your mind, smoothing out the eddies of pain and relaxing her thoughts just enough so that she can still push from within, push the child forth. You are taking that pain unto yourself, but the pain has layers. One is a pressure, a familiar, welcoming pain, and the other is sharp, a razor at your consciousness, more recent than this memory. And as you try and recall how you've reached this place, you feel the same hollowness inside yourself, a pit filled with the clawing winds of a bywalk. The very thought fills you with disquiet, like the memory of a nightmare. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear and sharp, yet somewhere distant they seem echoed by something else. Wails of sorrow, tolling bells, it's impossible to tell. An inexplicable sense of dread fills your soul as the child makes its journey to you, push by push. A malicious presence seems to surround you, and you lean forward to shield the child. At last, the baby emerges, wet and ruddy from its journey. A lifetime seems to have passed as the newborn moved from womb to world, and another seems to pass as you cradle the trembling child, waiting. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, and chime echoing its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges as if you are viewing a soul from within a soul, but it is there. It is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and her first cry, her hands reach out for it. You surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before, and as your hands move, the dull clangor sounds and you feel a weight hanging from your wrist. You look down and see bones, tiny and malformed, hanging from a string about your wrist. They're heavier than they should be, and as they clank together, they make a noise like funeral bells. The mother is too intent upon her newborn to pay you any heed, and so you hide your wrist behind your back. She need never know, can't ever know. As you hide the bone chimes, you shiver, in relief, with premonition, at the chill wind that suddenly sweeps the plateau.
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
I walked again in your memories. This time they felt strange. I would see them again. Yeah, we like legitimately just watch this. You hear something that sounded strange, dissonant, like warping metal. You grit your teeth against the noise, and yet as it rises, the eerie melody drives the numbness from your limbs and clears a space in the mist. It's gonna ask me questions again. Surrender the child. I walked again in your dreams and thoughts, and I believe your memories. A mixture of curiosity and fear wells up between you, and she raises her left hand, the chiming of her wrists quelling the quiet within her. She is frightened, but curiosity anchors her.
What did you see in my memories? I would hear you speak of them.
Why can't... This is weird. I heard the name Watcher in your thoughts, and you remembered the birthing bell. Why?
It is because I once believed I was one, and others believed I was one.
Why did you believe you were a Watcher? The world has many corners, and in some corners the name Watcher is more known. It is an easier title than others, and at times it is easier to wear. Placing a title upon what is unknown can dispel the fear of it, and I did not fight it. I even believed it true, though I know little of the ways of Watchers. It even granted me strength. I was able to see the thoughts of others, shape them, and help guide souls. Watcher seemed enough, and the name seemed to matter little in the light of one's acts. There is another name for someone of your abilities. I see the word cipher in your mind and its meaning. Although I did not train in such things, the title feels more of a cloak the world casts on me and judges me for. It is curious how a title such as that can define one, and at times be the source of such emotion that comes from no one but the voices of others. It is a curse of the world. Do you know anything about Watchers? I feel that they were once marked, hated. Such hate feels dimmed now, I can feel it. Other hatreds have risen for other titles. But they burned bright in the past. Now hate has shifted focus, and they may fall on the same again, either you or me. I don't
Your thoughts must flow
really
deep. Your mind comes bearing questions.
I wanted to know more about you.
And I you. In asking, we reveal ourselves to each other.
Why are you called the Grieving Mother? The air seems to go still for a moment, and the time stretches as it did before when you two first met. There is a wash of uncertainty from her mind, slowly shaping into questions that swirl but do not coalesce. She does not move. She seems paralyzed, as if you have just wrapped her in a cold blanket.
That is a question for you, not I. That is not my name, although if you wish to hang the title on me, I cannot stop you. Is that what you see when your eyes fall upon me?
So I named you. As a watcher, you may see what I do not, or your mind shapes the thoughts I project into a new meaning, and there is truth in that title, but it is not all I am. So what do you grieve, then? You must have felt it, seen it. It has as many names as the pain it has caused. As the words take shape, they seem to tumble from her, and the wave is great, rushing into your mind. To your surprise, you feel as if you've been touched by a biowak again, and behind it, cutting through the torrent like a knife, are the thoughts of the grieving mother. There is a wound cut across the belly of the world, a jagged knife that has stripped the stems from men and carved furrows across the wombs of women. There is much I have forgotten, but I can feel the wound all around me. It will not let me rest, not let me be. The children have gone silent, yet their voices may be heard again. Are you speaking of the Hollowborn? The word. There is a slowness of thoughts, as if the word is being weighed, accepted. It does not feel natural to her, you can sense it. Was once unknown to me, as was much of what unfolded in the outside world. When the curse came upon us, I thought a smaller thing, a thing of communities and hearths. Her thoughts seemed to stumble, as if on weak legs. It is only when I walked did I feel it stretching out around me in all the cracks of the world. Children have been cursed. I do not think it was something they caused, nor something deserved. That which is inside them has been torn away. I do not know how, but this wound must be stitched closed. The world bleeds forth from between a woman's legs. If this blood is not stemmed, the world will die and grow quiet. Do you know its cause? There's desperation, a welling fear, and you can almost feel her thoughts shivering, and you realize she is lost as you are on the matter, and then a sudden, sharp clarity. I shall know it, through you. Your eyes will track the cause, find the path, and I will be beside you. There is no wound that cannot be healed, and if you are truly a watcher, then this wound may be seen for what it is. You saw where I hid, watcher. Whoever's hands have stilled the world, you shall see them too. And if there is no way to heal it, what then? I will be there, and you will do what must be done. You were given your sight so that you may watch the world, and you will tend it. The children shall have their voice again. If your will is weak, then I shall strengthen it. Lean upon me. You feel a weight in her words, as if her hands are on your shoulders. You feel the questions in your mind lose their edge, and become merely words, as I lean upon you. You shall be my eyes, as I shall be your hands when the time comes. Yeah, I got bad news for you, lady. I'm not going to do things the way you want me to do them, because your way sucks. She's gonna be super mad when I burn it all down. This dude there. Oh, fuck. Well, I thought I avoided that, but I did not, and now there are too many.
Hey.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, Ellis. Ellis in a lot of trouble. Yeah, this went super bad because I got like 10 of them on me. I'm just gonna let that play out and do it better. Because I just saved, so it's okay. Oh, God. Actually, I'll just load. I don't want the autosave. Oh, goodness gracious. I do wish I was a little better at this video game. Whew. Alright, we'll do it better.
Oh?
Yes. Oh. Okay, Mr. Bear. Yeah, I believe in you. Okay, just the two? That I can deal with.
Hey.
Oh?
Much better. Oh.
Shed no blood. Yeah.
These ones are.
Oh.
Damn it.
Yes.
Die already!
Yes.
Good shit.
Aye?
Oh. Yes.
We are making progress. Go, Mr. Bear. Be so brave.
Yes. Oh.
Hmm. Oh god, are there trolls in here? Woof.
I didn't think anything.
What?
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
I fear
Hey.
we've lost the angry one.
It is most unfortunate.
Could you try something else?
Just hang on, my dear.
Could you try something else?
Lavaru, be on.
You're not getting through me.
Let us end this!
Curses. Lavaru, be on.
Not quite.
Let's have it out! How may I help? Lavaru, be on seat! Let's
Goodness gracious.
Certainly.
We should all take a rest.
Oh?
It makes me think
Silence surrounds me.
there might be traps. Oh,
Oh?
this goes nowhere. Interesting. Alright, well, it goes nowhere. Such is life. Just be the one. Please.
That's not very helpful.
Hello, hello. How are you today, Tyrell? Good
Yes.
job.
Quiet.
I can do that.
Not too bad.
Certainly.
Oh, wait. I wanted to read that note. That note is going to be hard to find because I have so much. It's like a very official looking note. Oh, this is the letter. Okay. Commander Baelrun, proceed to Kragl with utmost haste. Consul Hut will not willingly part with Ingwithian Philosatery, but you must ensure it by any means necessary. Be warned that all previous attempts at acquiring the artifact have met with abject failure. We know very little about the phylactery, save that it nearly is indestructible, but with it in mind, I would recommend using your considerable forces to lay siege to Cragahold. Once Consul Holt is dead, you may retrieve the phylactery from what remains of his tower. Delivery of this artifact is your primary charge, but definitive proof of Consul Hut's demise shall entitle you to a substantial bonus. Phylacteries are, I did beat the Darkest Dungeon! I beat it! Yeah, it was very exciting, it was very cool, so... Very proud. A phylactery is something that liches use to put their hearts in, or their souls, something like that. I'm scared to get any more fights. Everybody's so rough. Yeah. We've dealt with a lot of animancy and necromancers, but not so much liches. Or like liches in the sense that like they have a conscience. Ugh. Just, oh, there's too many. Okay.
Listen!
Okay.
Lava!
Just kidding, we're gonna do this. Okay.
Yeah.
Lafaru!
Ain't seen a little guy go down.
Ooh. Man, good luck. I saw the Archer Dragon. And it kicked my ass. And I was like, I've seen enough of the Archer Dragon. I've experienced all that I need to experience.
Oh.
So I wish you so much luck. Oh, he's not dead.
Oh.
That actually didn't go nearly as badly as it felt like it was going to go. Okay, good job, everybody. Just give everybody a second to breathe. Let me know how that goes. Because I don't think that's something I'm going to be able to do on my run. But I'd love to know how that, Oh, hello.
Hold. She's got this far. I ought to have a look at her at least.
The man before you has a the bearing of authority, and his casual command has the guards immediately lowering their weapons. Even so, they continue to watch you warily.
Commander Ballerin, leader of the Torn Bannermen. You've been a right pain in the balls, whoever you are. What do I call you?
Kasasagi!
Well, on behalf of the Torn Bannermen, welcome to our camp.
His men glance at each other, smirking.
I've lost a lot of fucking men out there. Consul Hot's one thing, but why are you here cutting down my soldiers?
I don't honestly remember.
I figure I can guess, but please, let's hear it from the woman herself.
I genuinely don't remember why we're here. I don't think that's true. Can I have a moment to look at my shit? To find out why I'm here? I don't want to fight this dude. I'm not here to fight for Consul Hot. I mean to find the Ingwithian phylactery.
Well, fuck me sideways. Didn't think there were too many people outside this camp that knew just what we're after.
I love this man. Fuck me sideways.
But the artifact is ours. Whoever set their tongue to wagging about it, they did you a great wrong. Nobody comes into our camp and lives. Think that's about the end of it. You ready? I'll make it quick for you.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I have some questions before we begin.
Suppose there's no harm in that. I don't promise I'll answer.
What do you know about this artifact?
Only that the phylactery's worth a fucking fortune. More than just your usual piece of Ingwithan history.
This man's mouth on him is out of control.
No idea what it does. Don't much care. Our employer wants it found. And delivering it's gonna see us paid enough coin to buy one of the republics.
How goes the siege?
After tactical advice, was going well enough at first. But the moment we cracked open the outer wall, Consul Hot's pets started clawing their way out of the ruins. Caught the first wave off guard, and carved them to gobbets. We've pressed them back to the keep for the time being, but it's delayed our victory. Once the reinforcements arrive, we will storm the keep in force. It's just a matter of time. Could prop your corpse up somewhere after. You could scare off the looters.
What of Consul Hot? Does he live?
Good question. No one's got a clear sense of that. We haven't seen him on the field of battle. The old fuck may have gotten himself eaten by the dead men. He could be controlling them. Or the first volley of stones left him crushed under his own keep. Won't know until we get in there and see for ourselves.
What are these creatures?
Dead men. Walking and fighting like the living. They've armor thick enough to foul our arrows, and they can conjure spells to burn a man alive.
Hey, I have experienced that. He looks outward towards a nearby hill.
At night you can see them on the bluff. Like a line of torches. Their eyes burning. They don't come down into our camp. They wait up there for us to come to them.
We don't have to be enemies. I could help you.
You slaughter my fucking men and then come begging after work? They'd have my guts for bowstrings if I took you on. And I deserve it. You came ready to kill. Don't lose your nerve now.
God damn it. God damn it. Who do you work for?
Someone without much love for Consul Hot, huh? Let's just say they have a lot of coin to throw around. And high standards. Thing is, discretion's included in the service.
Listen, my dude, I've killed a lot of men. I don't have to kill you.
You'll just have to make do with me.
Fucking hell. Alright.
I'll give Consul Hot your regards.
Well, that's nice of you. God dang beans. Alright. I'm not in any shape to actually be fighting you, my dude. Do you?
I can't move.
Okay, that's actually a good start. Hopefully. Actually, Aloth, before you fucking do anything, go right there. Okay. Durance, you're gonna go right here. And I'm gonna start shooting. And Aloth, if you can promise not to go buck wild and run over there. Hey, hey, hey!
Davaru, be on seek!
Ah, bad.
This thing is doing the job.
I don't think we've done like anything to any of these guys.
I bring your end. I bring your end.
Yeah, I didn't take out any of them. I couldn't. I just didn't have the damage. That was crazy. Welp. I think we probably need to hightail it out of here. Because, this place is kicking my ass. And that is okay. We can come back. I think
Yes.
we should leave. We should just go all the way down here. Very fast.
Hey,
And we're gonna go protect our keep instead.
The stones and the spirits in this place
Certainly.
have begun to heal.
Let's go fight that army that was close to conquering us like 1,000 days ago. The reason why we hadn't done it because we were missing a third group, but because we didn't kill Abaddon or whatever that dude's name was in the White Marsh. Oh, thank you, Zath. That's so sweet. As you crest a small hill overlooking Yenwood Field, Lord Gathen's army is a flurry of activity scurrying to and fro. Even from this distance, you can hear the drums of war beating their steady cadence, designed to intimidate their foes, uh, while organizing the rank and file into battle formations. Master Marshal Forewarn approaches. You've arrived just in time. Lord Gathen's forces are beginning to move, and an attack is imminent. Oh, thank you so much. Big thanks to Zath. I am going to inspect my forces. Local militia constitutes the majority of the army, but veteran soldiers have organized the ranks and walk amongst the young, unseasoned warriors offering advice or the occasional joke. They cheer, striking sword to shield as you pass, in thunderous approval of their lord. Among the troops, a small group of warriors shine brighter than the others. Crucible knights, standing tall in gleaming plate armor and armed with spear and shield, they stand at attention, spear centered as you pass. You pass a group of crag ogres, working themselves into a frenzy. They carve jagged wounds across each other's chests and back, their war cries echoing throughout the camp. Your troops give them a wide berth. A squad of red Saren pathfinders make ready for the upcoming battle. War bows are strung and quivers are filled as you pass. One of the archers spot you and whistles silently. Each of them places a closed fist over the heart in salute. Any idea what Gathman is planning? Marshal Foreman strokes his chin. His ultimate objective is to face you in battle and to be seen defeating you. I doubt he is foolish enough to challenge you in single combat, of course. Sound the horn, Marshal Forewarn. It is time to finish this. Marshal Forewarn begins barking orders, and your troops quickly form up. Gathman's army follows suit as the Darien war drums sound across the field. Within a few moments, the Marshal rises a brass horn at the visage of a mighty boar to his lips. He looks at you expectantly. For Cad Nua. No, wait, I like this one better. Tonight, the ravens will feast on our enemies while we drink, fuck, and revel in glorious victory. Your troops bellow across the field, pounding weapons to shield as the martial horn sounds. Headset is dying. Dozens of bowstrings twang in unison behind you as your archers unleash a hail of arrows at Gathman's army. Their missiles hiss through the air and with deadly accuracy, felling scores of enemies. In a bold move, Gathman points his sword towards your position, giving an unheard order. His infantry shields raised charge the field. Your infantry charges headlong into the enemy infantry in the center of the field. The cacophonous sound of metal on metal is nearly deafening as the two forces collide. Oh. Then a group of Adirian battle mages emerges from behind the enemy lines. They begin waving their hands in unison with practiced precision. Suddenly, waves of arcane fire erupt among your troops. The acrid smell of smoke, burning flesh is nearly overwhelming. From a left flank, a unit of Retatari berserkers clad in plate armor and wielding greatswords begins to collapse the left side of the line. The ground is thick with the dead as they press their advantage. Meanwhile, the Bleakwalker Paladins... dressed in dark armor, and carrying sword and shield, stride back and forth behind Gathbin's lines, rallying his warriors and exhorting them to fight even harder. As the battle rages, Marshal Forwarn looks to you for orders. The Bleakwalkers must die. I believe are Red Saren Pathfinders, to give them a few volleys. The Red Saren archers send volleys of arrows into the Bleakwalker ranks. The precision of archers shocks the heavily armored warriors as the Red Sarens find weak points between their thick plates of armor. With Gathben's elite guard behind them and the line in front of them, the Bleakwalkers are forced to charge. That doesn't stop the Pathfinders from launching volley after volley onto the knights and their allied troops on the front line. Each volley lands with devastating effects as dozens of enemies drop to the bloody earth, clutching lethal arrow wounds. As the battle rages, Master Forewarn looks to you for orders. We need to deal with those battle mages, and we should send the ogres. The Crag ogres charge the Gathbin lines in a blood frenzy. Using their size, many of the ogres leap over the enemy line, ignoring grievous wounds, while many fall, nearly a dozen reach the battle mages. A high-pitched scream permeates the din of battle as you see an unarmed ogre lift one of the mages overhead and rip them in two, shortly after the magical barrage against your enemy ceases. As the battle rages, Marshal Forewarn looks to you for orders. And you will send the Crucible Knights against the Berserkers. The Knights of the Crucible form a shield wall to reinforce your crumbling left flank. Rottenary Berserkers throw themselves against the wall with reckless abandon. Each time a knight falls, another steps into the breach, shield held high and spear at the ready. The Berserker loses all many, and within a few minutes it is clear that the wall will hold. As the battle rages, Marshal Forewarn looks to you for orders. The heavy losses inflicted on Gathban's troops have clearly lifted morale. Your troops push forward with renewed vigor, while Gathban's army is slowly losing ground. Victory is within your grasp. Then we charge. As the remainder of the forces charge, a horn sounds in the distance. A new contingent of warriors crests a nearby hill. As Gathban's reinforcements charge headlong into the fray, his other troops cheer triumphantly. Shouts of joy soon turn to roars of dismay as the new arrivals begin attacking Gathban's infantry. You make out the figure of Captain Emery leading the charge in her dark armor. She kills one of Gathban's men with a well-aimed pistol shot before running another through with a glimmering rapier. She fells one foe after another, pausing briefly at one point to salute you with her sword from across the battlefield. The betrayal by their reinforcements breaks the will of Gathban's regulars. They drop sword and shield and flee the battle in full trout. Kasasagi! Lord Gathban strides through the carnage, his elite guard accompanying him. The day can still be mine if I take your head. Come now, it's time I put you down like the dog you are. I'm gonna make a slow thricing gesture. Oh, Jesus. This is gnarly. Hey, you guys, you want to fight the war?
Beyond seek.
Hell yeah.
not very helpful. These ones are in for a walloping! These ones are in... They...
I absolutely obliterated those clowns. Lord Gathman lies dead before you, his army scattered, bloody, and exhausted. Your remaining troops look to you, swords raised high in victory, chanting your name. Kasagi, Kasagi, Kasagi. Holding the hem of his robe as he steps over several bodies, Chancellor Warren approaches you. Although his face is pale, and he looks as if he will be sick at any moment, he forces a smile. Lady Kasagi, while I am grateful this dispute is finally over, it is regrettable that so many lives were lost in the process. Gathman should just have been reasonable from the start. He gags involuntarily as his silk boot brushes against his severed head. In any event, as the legal arbiter of Errol Bandamar, I am here to inform you that you've been declared a Thanu of the Direwood, and Cadnuha has been recognized as your domain. It shall forever be thus, and will pass down to any descendants you might have in the future. Of course, now that your claim has been upheld, you are expected to be to forward a small portion of any taxes you collect to the rightful Lord Errol Badar. Tell Errol Badamar that I am grateful for his assistance, and I will make sure his taxes are collected with regularity. Excellent. I will inform Errol Badar that everything is in order. It appears my work is done. Feel free to visit the palace if... He steps on a pile of entrails with a wet squish as he turns to leave. On second thought, I will come to visit you. Yes, yes, perhaps in a year, or 3. Lady Kasasagi, it has been an honor to serve you. I will be making my way back to Garen's Grasp. The Earl has some urgent business for me there, unfortunately. Should you ever find yourself in the far north, feel free to call on me. I'd love to trade war stories with you over a cup or two. He grasps your hand briefly in a firm grip, and then turns on his heel. Hell yeah.
Oh?
Yeah, we killed everybody. Oh, so much loot. That's the real prize. Excuse me.
Certainly.
Wait, there's more. Yeah. Gotta make sure to get that guy's 4 copper. Is this disrespectful? Eh. How do I leave? Most excellent. I don't actually think my chair has anything to say to me, but I need to look at my shit.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Yeah, Gleaming Society. Trials of Durance. Master Below. Tried that. It was hard. That is also hard. Find a druid who knows more about the Autumn Strelgar. Okay, so we'll go see if we can deal with my druid friend's problems. I guess we'll be doing more side quests next week, I think. Oh my gosh. No, if you guys are going to be able to help my friend.
Builder's wisdom to you.
It did.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Oh, there we go. Hevra's eyes widen in surprise, and his one good ear stands on end. How on Ioria did you know? The man's eyes remain closed, and he says, with a smile, tranquility begets a receptive mind. He opens his eyes, revealing brown irises clouded with the beginnings of cataracts. With my eyes open, I see your birth form, but when I look inward, and with this he closes his eyes again, I see the autumn Stelgar. I don't know how you can sense it, but you're right about me being the Stelgar. What do you know about the beast? Why was I ostracized just for being able to assume its form? Is there a cure? Tamwin smiles, his eyes remain closed. I know the beast is often sent by Gallowayne as a sort of trial. Many Amathatha are tested by the Autumn Stralgar. Those bested and consumed by the beast have their soul torn from their bodies and lost for all time. So my tribesmen were right. Havarius looks crestfallen. His posture slumps. His gaze drops to the ground. Are you saying I have a terrible power? This must be some sort of... If your spirit form were a bee, would you be mystically compelled to make honey? Were it a bird, would you spend all day making nests? Tamaran opens his eyes once more and looks Heravis up and down before wincing and shutting his eyes once more. I am saying this is what the animal your form resembles is known to do. It seems you are eager to leap to your own conclusions. I would not normally advise one to speak to the circle at Blood Sands, but given your circumstances, the ethic null may prove insightful. He turns and, with his eyes still closed, points to the northeast. Read the stone slabs carved by the druids of the Blood Sands. There are answers to be found, and as well as more questions, but you must explore them for yourself. Is there any more you can tell us? Only trust in Gallowayne, and trust in Whale. Both have blessed you in their own difficult ways. I appreciate the attempt to lift my spirits, Hevarus grumbles, but that doesn't really help. Hevarus sighs and digs into his ear stump with his index finger, but he has a point. I shall trust Whale has something to show me in the Blood Sands. Alright. Well, I can't remember where the... Oh, they were right here. Excellent. I killed everybody in the Blood Sands. So I don't know how this is going to go. I don't think there's anybody left. But I guess we'll see. Pardon me. Hi. Okay, well, you don't gotta be mad about it. It's fine. She's mad that I killed everybody. And she's like, you gonna kill me too, a blind woman? And I was like, if you keep talking to me like that, perhaps. Oh, there are still people alive here.
That's it.
I would love some Cocoa Puffs. The bravest sons and daughters fall not by the...
Is not the waters sacrificed unto the plant, and the plant sacrificed unto livestock, and livestock unto man? When the lesser soul is sacrificed to strengthen the greater soul, the whole of our family grows stronger. I suppose I get the argument. We all have to kill and eat, constantly for that matter, to live. This sounds like it's talking about the Blood Sands rituals. I wonder how, or even if, this is relevant to me.
Have you considered that the Autumn Stalker may have been sacrificed to you, that Gallowayne was making you stronger? His good ear stiffens while his mangled ear twitches and shakes. It hadn't occurred to me, but I did win the fight. If Gallowayne were truly displeased with me, I can't imagine I'd have walked away from that trial alive. I don't know, just sounds like they're trying to justify their practices of killing people. Come on, let's go see what the other tablets have to say. I mean, that's definitely what the Blood Sands is doing. There sure are a lot of you left alive. More than I intended, to be sure.
Finish them!
That's it!
Spot on! Got to try something else! Finish them! Finish!
Oh, I didn't expect this.
Let's burn.
Spot on!
Let's burn this away.
Oh?
As souls split into multitudes, many lives come from one. The truest of power comes from sacrificing the shard to return its strength to the Mother Stone.
I like Paulgina a lot. I'm not using her right now. I think she has one of my favorite... She's really pretty. She's very dry. I like Kana for ability. Kana and Aloth are my favorites. For abilities. Tentacles, dragons. That's what I'm all about. Adir's a sweetheart. But very racist. Very accidentally racist. I'm just getting to know this guy. He's definitely okay. Grieving Mother sucks. And I do not like her. She's just... She's a hot mess. And I don't particularly care for any of the DLC characters. They're not with you long enough, and their stories feel a bit forced because they have to happen so quickly. Durance is a riot, though. He's a mess, but he's a riot.
The many lives from one sounds familiar. I was taught that sometimes between death and rebirth, a soul splits perfectly in two, creating two viable souls from one. Sounds strange, but it makes sense when you think about how the population has risen in generations. It's kind of a mathematical necessity that some process like this is happening.
Maybe the Autumn Stalker has a very important role to play in the life cycle of souls. Sorry, sir, I'm not eating your soul. I'm merely serving a vital role in the natural process. Havaris rolls his eye. I see what you're getting at, but it's not making me feel better. Fungus that grows on shit has an important role in the natural order. That wouldn't make me thrilled to spirit shift into a shit blossom. I just can't shake the fear that I'm the shard and my destiny is to be fed to something greater. Haravis stares at you, wide-eyed and silent for several moments. Guess worrying won't do me any good. Let's read those other tablets.
Yes.
Oh no, Naka. It don't gotta be that way, Naka.
Upon Burial Isle, the two men meet again for the first time, though it was the last thing they did. The many-colored beast rent them both asunder. They were, in death, merged and made whole again. Cute story. Two guys meet in the belly of a soul-eating creature. Maybe someday I'll eat two of the most insipid dear wooden lumberjacks, and they'll spend an eternity discussing beer whilst haunting my colon.
Why so flippant? It sounds like Galloway gave you incredible power. You were the one to ask for his help. It's not like he came to you. Yeah, well, he stares at you for a long moment. Havaris stares at you longer still, his chin resting in his hand. Fine, fine, you make a good point. I guess I've been mad about the details when in fact I was able to master the spirit shift after petitioning Galloway just as I asked. Havaris runs his fingers along the scars that connect his missing eye to his missing ear. I wanted to be a better hunter. The greatest. There's probably some lesson here about tempering one's desires. Still, I have had a hard time believing that me spirit shifting and mauling anyone is going to make anybody whole again, despite what the tablet says. I'd like to look at the other tablets and see what they have to say. Back here again. So I'm guessing the ones here probably, because they're the last ones. Otherwise, I think I've seen them all. Where are other tablets then?
Need something?
I don't know where other tablets are, Revis. You're being really picky about what we can and cannot look at.
As souls split into multitudes, many lives come from one. The truest of power comes from sacrificing the shard. We already read this inscription.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to find the other ones. Snarky little druid. We read that one. And we read that one. Well, we can't touch these. Well, alright. I don't know where more are. Hello? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, Sprightly didn't make it either.
Is not the water sacrificed? We already read this.
You're being way too picky. Hum. Yeah, in gaming chat, I pinned, your noble sacrifices. So that it will never be forgotten. I can't actually, there's nothing left to read in here. Oh, I bet it's right here. I keep walking past it. There we go. Whoopsie doopsies.
Each generation, the Onumfoth must stand before the autumnal beast in judgment. The wise endure, passing on their strength. The weak are eaten, their souls ripped to pieces and lost for all time, removing such weakness from the cycle. Well, I guess maybe my tribe wasn't entirely wrong about my spirit form being some sort of soul terror. I suppose I was hoping to hear a different answer on the matter, but...
Haravis shrugs, his arm slumps to his side. Did it ever occur to you that Gallowayne was testing you and you passed? That's... Haravis's intact ear stands up and a smile crosses his face. That's a very good point. Why didn't I think of that? He runs his hands along the scars near his eyes. His posture becomes alive with nervous thought. Maybe I've been thinking about this all wrong. I mean, I survived an encounter with the Autumn Stalgar. Plenty of Amanthothoth. I can't say the same. He lets out a long sigh and relaxes. For years I've just been telling myself my tribe judged me unfairly. I guess they weren't completely wrong. So that other tablet mentioned Burial Isle, and another spoke of souls splitting over time and sacrifice being some counter to this. Is it safe to say Whale brought you where you needed to be? You could most certainly say that, Haravis says with a smile. So my tribe was right. The Autumn Stelgar is some sort of soul-destroying beast, but I merely borrow the creature's form, not its reason for being. I doubt it'll change their minds about anything, and it's not like I want to develop a new group of druidic peers amongst these artisans of sacrifice. So what now? I know sometimes it's really hard. Adding it up, I want to head to the Burial Isle. The name was mentioned at the tablets, and it's implied there might be other Autumn Stalgars there. I know that Gallowayne sent his emissary to maul me for good reason. It wasn't strictly malice, and I was sort of hoping to find out that the soul-eating talk was just rumors. Alas. He smiles a nervous grin and shrugs. Maybe I'll meet the prey Gallowayne wants me to hunt, or I'll find out I'm the quarry. Do you think you have some destiny, to consume someone's soul? It's a notion that has always troubled me. Maybe eating souls is like fucking. I just haven't met the right person. Instinct will take over and I'll feel ashamed yet smug the following morning. Well, that sure is a way to phrase it. That's fantasy, baby. At least in Pillars of Eternity 2, everyone does the talking. So I can just sit here and I'll never have to read again. And it'll be great. I'll do all my talking beforehand during the Phoenix Wright streams. Okay, so we're still not technically done, but everyone else sort of has to wait. I'm gonna go pop over to Burial Isle. And... everything and everyone just be called Zath. I need to go to Old Song. That's right. Yes, there is. Actually, I can do it with, so Aloth. Aloth's got his little fancy book of spells. Shoot. But you can take spells from the other grimoire. How does it work? Oh, my game didn't like all the buttons I was pressing. Okay. It's very unhappy. I might have too many things, and it's very upset with me. Where are some books? It's loading so slowly. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. I need to sell some of this stuff. Okay. So we have... wow. It's gonna be fine. Here, let's take this minister. I can't actually show you. I have too much stuff and my game is lagging something fierce. Yeah. I need to close my I need to close my inventory. There's something about like you equip the other people's journals, like magic spell books that you find. I know, I actually need to start selling all of my trash. So, from what I remember, and I haven't done it, I was messing around with Alice spellbooks when I played for like the first couple of hours, the very first time I only got to Defiance Bay. But you equip other people's spellbooks and then you can like learn their spells in there and then you put your spellbook back on and you can, because now you know those spells, you can write them in your own spellbook. If you can't get over 4, I think that's okay, because you can swap out spellbooks, so whatever the situation may need. So if you know you're going to fight a dragon, if you're going to go fight the ice dragon, you'll want to equip the spellbook with all the fire spells in it. You can really customize your book, I imagine, depending on the situation. So you can have like, well, this is going to be Alice's fire spellbook, and this is going to be Alice's ice spellbook, which will really help, I think, in situations. I have done none of that. Oh no, I am not ready to do that.
This place is sacred ground, so watch where you step.
I remember when I was a girl.
My girlfriend.
And the missionaries came and told us about the gods. They said we could see them in the stars.
It's my girlfriend.
I remember when I heard that. I snuck out at night and climbed the watchtower in the old fort because I wanted to see them better. That fort burned down a few years ago when we cast the missionaries out. It was the missionaries who set fire to it. They didn't want us to be able to use it. Shame. There was history in that fort.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to do Eloth spellbooks. They'll do a lot worse if they ever return. Those missionaries are all Inquisitors now. Strange to think they're the same people underneath, but I suppose you would know. She looks at you. This is your home as much as it is mine. Do you worry about it? I worry about you. You should be more worried about yourself. Half the guards still plot your death at night. I
I
miscalculated.
miscalculated many things since this began. I'm relieved you weren't one of them. It's a good thing we didn't hang you. I always knew this path would have consequences, but I never wanted to see Kratom suffer on my behalf. I don't think I can stay here any longer. I am told the Inquisition is gathering an army, that they have sent messengers to bargain with rulers from distant lands. Kratom is not built to withstand a siege. If war is coming, I should be doing what Theos is doing. I will need allies. Allies on a stronghold that can resist an invading army.
You can feel words formed long ago rising in your throat like a toxic black bile. Have you thought about Osunius?
Osionis.
Yeah, that's what
They
I said.
have held off many would-be invaders, and their king has no love of the Inquisition's faith. I wonder, would he listen?
Osionis.
Oh?
Yeah? My girlfriend.
I shall.
Oh. Before we do anything with that. Oh. Did my game crash? No, it didn't.
Certainly.
Off with it. Raw.
Finish them! Finish them!
Oh?
He'll be fine. There's 700 gold in there. Where? Oh, I see.
Finish them!
Oh?
Spot up!
Rest in pieces, Emma. I suck in the endurance out of Aloth, which is fine.
My thoughts were dull.
Oh?
Of course.
Hmm?
Ah. Spooky.
Yes.
Campfire. No, I don't want to do that just yet. I want to definitely go through the front door.
Another turn, Inquisitor.
Theo signals some unseen attendant standing beside a large crank.
I ask again, Jovara Ixensios, do you confess to these heresies of which you stand accused?
He waits, but Eorva only stares straight ahead, her face stony, the creak of her restraints the only sound.
Do you confess to apostasy?
I confess to renouncing a mistake.
Do you confess to conspiracy against the one true faith?
I confess to opening minds.
Do you confess to false prophecy?
I confess to following a false prophet.
Indeed. And where might we find this heretic?
He wears the robes of a Grand Inquisitor.
You have no followers here, heretic. Your lies hold no sway in the court of the penitents.
Only my truth, then.
Another turn.
No! Wait! Wait! I'm ready. I'm ready.
You are ready to give a confession?
I'm ready to hear one from you.
Theo shakes his head and points at the Inquisitor, and the scraping grind of rusted gears echoes in your mind as the apparitions fade away. Okay. I am going to jump into that pit tomorrow, because there is no time today. And I don't, or not tomorrow, Tuesday at 2 p.m. EST. Or no, I'm all mixed up. 6 p.m. EST, more Pillars of Eternity on Tuesday. There we go. I forgot. I do a lot of streaming every day at all different times, and it all just got bungled in my mind. Thank you so very, very much for being here. I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST with Dead by Daylight. I think it'll be survivor matches, but we shall see how things play out. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I will be doing Final Fantasy XIV at 5 p.m. EST. We will be hitting patch 2.3 along with the next part of the 24-man raid of the Crystal Tower, I think. And then on Tuesday, I will be back at 2 p.m. EST with the start of a new series, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And then I will be back here at 6 p.m. EST on Tuesday with the ending-ish of this game. Thank you all so much for being here. If you're looking for more of me and what I do, or like the beginning of this series or my many others, you can find those on my YouTube, along with my Twitter and my Discord, which are all linked in my About page. Thank you so very, very much for being here, and I hope you all have a lovely evening, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye!